This is a ProNov Extra.
Welcome y'all to a ProNov Extra. In these episodes we're gonna kind of scale things back a little bit. I'm not gonna go full memes, I'm not gonna go full into detail, full on production quality for whatever it is I'm talking about. I'm just gonna use these to dedicate a few minutes or so to smaller topics such as the intricacies of something within the software I'm using, or maybe like little smaller tricks in regards to gear that you can use. Now, when I first started this back in 2016, the first episode was dedicated to this guy, the Bargains Depot Stylus, which I've been kicking with ever since. Like, it's a pretty solid stylus. It's got a good build, it's got a good weight. The squishiness of the tip is a little weird to get used to, especially if you're not used to touchscreen-based tools for capacitive screens for smartphones, for tablets and whatnot. I do have like a entry-level Wacom tablet that I do use occasionally, but this is all about convenience. This is all about being able to draw any dangware without necessarily having all of your expensive-ass equipment with you. So why do I bring this up? Well, I decided to buy some new ones, namely because I needed more of these, and apparently so much time had passed that they had upgraded this model. When I went looking for it on my shopping history on Amazon, I came across this, a pack of 4. And you might notice it looks a little bit different. Looks like there's some pen caps under here. Why is that? Well, we're gonna open this guy up and find out. How many Lanooskis does it take to open a plastic bag? Hatred. Actual steamy hatred. Oh, there we go. I take it back. Life is beautiful. All are wonderful life forms. So yeah, it comes with 4 different colors, a pack of nibs. As you could probably guess, underneath this cap right here is a smaller Stylist Tip. I gotta say, this is pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure what the thought process behind it was. Maybe like, oh, if your other one goes, then you at least have the other one, or maybe it's the size of your screen that they're thinking about. Because yeah, I mean, let's see, I believe this was the original size right here. Yeah, it is, more or less. Might be slightly bigger, unless this is it. Regardless, by the looks of it, it looks like it's fastened in there a lot better. This could just be a matter of getting it to be a tighter fit around the nib that you're using. Instructions. Ooh, I wonder if these are written in broken English of some kind. Use your stylus in the same way as you would use your finger on a touchscreen. Please hold the device, but don't rest your palm on the screen when you use the stylus. The stylus has 2 sizes. This stylus has 2 sizes tip. The sensitivity of the large tip is better than the small tips. If your screen is larger than 7 inches or has a thick screen protector, we suggest you use the large tip. General advice: due to the non-durable nature of the capacitive touchscreen, iPad, smartphones, etc., the tip has to be soft. Treat the stylus like a small, soft-tipped paintbrush and stroke the screen. If the tip is collapsing, or if you tore the tip off quickly, you trying to write with the stylus versus stroking the screen? I'm gonna try that sentence again. If the tip is collapsing, or if you tore the tip off quickly, you trying to write with the stylus versus stroking the screen? Ah, that's a puzzle. Ah, that's juicy. I was hoping it would be like that. Either way, we got 4 colors here and 2 different sides to pick from. So I'm gonna run me a little test. Okay, so we got 2 different, go away software update, later. Ooh. This is already a lot more silky smooth than the last one. You have to apply some pressure, but that's not something I'm not used to. I'm not sure if it's just the age or the wornness of the last one I used, but yeah, it's like a tougher tip. There's not quite as much give between me and the screen. Let's try the other side. Same story, just a bit thinner of a spread, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead into draw for a second. I mean, luckily it's about what I expected. It's like an identical product, just with a bit more durability in the nibs. I don't know how much of that has to do with the design of the pen itself or what, but I like it. feels good. I will continue to use it just to figure out, you know, which side I prefer. Ultimately, it's nice to just kind of have the option, I guess. I'm having a lot of fun with this. This is a solid feeling pen, and what's more, there's 3 other colors to pick from. So that's about all I have to say about the Stylus. Thank you guys at Bargains Depot for updating what I already thought was a pretty solid product by itself, complete with cap, you know, so it looks a bit more legit aesthetically, which, you know, is a nice bonus. If I'm not mistaken, this pack of 4, which I guess technically counts as about 8 styluses if you know, count each side of each pen, it's not that much more than the 2 packs I would buy of these guys. So that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. You could get a pack of 4 and give 2 colors that you couldn't see yourself using that often to like another person. Like I'm probably gonna give 2 of these to somebody or something. But overall, I'm happy with this. Like, yeah, already the amount of pressure, like the amount of tactileness between the product and the screen, like it feels better. Again, I don't know how much of that has to do with me just not replacing this nib that often, but it just feels like it's in there tighter. It's more durable and stable union of plastic and squishy squish that simulates the finger. So that concludes the product portion of this extra. I think what I'm gonna do to pad these out a little bit more and to get my money's worth on the footage that I shoot while doing this is include like little niblet, some like outtakes of whatever came before. I don't know, I think it could be fun. Make good use of funnies that didn't necessarily help the flow of my previous full-on episode of ProNov. So if y'all are into that, stick around. If not, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next proper ProNov episode, I guess. Have a good night, or evening, or afternoon. Or maybe you're on the moon, in which case time's just really hard for you to, you know, wrap your mind around because there's no day, there's not really a night, really. Oh wait, Okay, so after relearning how science works, I've come to the conclusion that the moon does in fact have days and nights. So, apologies are in order for the misinformation spread on my part. See, I recorded the screen cap, and this is hard. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh boy. I just had a mini panic attack, and I assume it got all of it as well. Yeah, it did. Oh, it even got my voice. Isn't this great? Isn't it great that I'm able to go through the process of making my video while I'm making my video, so I'm like making it twice? What a great time to be, shut up, me. What a great time to be alive. I love technology.